Um, just want to make a quick, what is it, motivational speech or whatever on my way to one of my classes. I can't go live on Facebook, so I guess I'll just put it on YouTube and share with you guys. But anyway, one thing I want to talk about, one thing I grew up, I'm old school. My great-grandmother raised me, so she raised me old school. She had a whole bunch of old school ways, so I have an old school mind frame, and that works for some people, and some people it just doesn't work for. And you know, and that's just life, and that's just people. What I want to say is, I'm a firm believer in tough love. Sometimes the things you need to hear are the things you don't want to hear. Okay, so this is not meant to demotivate anybody or put anyone down or anything like that. This is to basically tell you to suck it up and get the job done. You know, we're living in a society where people always complain and cry about everything, and you know, life's not fair, yada 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 is yada yada. Well, you know what? The way I grew up, my mom's, my great grandmother, hey, life ain't fair. You know, shut up and do what you got to do. You know. It's not about being equal. It's not about being fair. Life isn't fair. There are things that no matter how much you hate it, it's not going to change. And that's just the way it is. Like, we have to learn to put on some thick skin, learn what tough love is, go back to tough love, because a lot of us need it, you know. All this sympathizing and babying has made society, has made our America a lot weaker, and that's one of the main reasons why things are the way they are. And you know, my personal belief too is the way that God has been taken out of everything. But anyway, back to my point is, if you are doing any of my complete fitness classes, I mean any, that's the 5 a.m., that's personal training, that's what else? My 11 a.m. in Donna, my 6 p.m. in Alamo, my 8 p.m. in McAllen. If you're not serious, don't come. Plain and simple. I want people who are 100% dedicated, 100% focused, 100%, not even focused, just 100%, just willing to give me 100%, whatever their 100% is. Everybody 100% is a little bit different. You know, every year I work with different people who have, quote unquote, I'm gonna call them what society say is disabilities. I was reading one of my old clients. She went into she got cleared by the doctor because she has, I want to say, a heart monitor or something, where she has seizures. So she has to have these things in her chest, you know, and the doctor basically told her not to exercise. And she told me that she wants to exercise, like, you know, she wanted it. She lost a lot of weight with me. She got great results with me. I love her to death, Anaí. Shout out, yeah. She's over at Planet Fitness right now, and she's working out with family. I love the fact that she's working out, that she's giving 100%. And there are a lot of people who don't do half of what she does, you know. She gives 100% in every workout, no matter what it is. I remember the first time she had a seizure doing one of my classes. It was scary, but I mean, she didn't let it stop her. You know what I mean? She didn't want to be handicapped by what society would say is a handicap. Like, it's not a handicap, you know. It's for me, looking at her, it's only motivation. All right. And then I had another guy, you know, he was bound to a wheelchair. He gave me 100%. He was walking in less than, I don't know, 2 or 3 months. I have a lady right now, she only has one arm, and she comes to class, and she's, you know, she's there every chance she gets. Of course, when she has to work, she can't come. But other than that, she's there. When her sister is not there, when her friends are not there, when nobody else is there, she's there. And I give her exercise to do, she does it, you know, and she doesn't use anything as what society says is a handicap. And it's a free class, and I love that. I love that. And I'm gonna tell you the fact, well, from what I heard, from what I understand, she didn't want to do my class, and a couple of times she was supposed to do my class, and she never came for whatever reason. But now that she's in my class, she's giving 100%, and I love that. Those type of people motivate me, not the people that come to class and make excuses over and over and over and over again. That's not gonna get results, you know what I mean? I love you guys. I want the best for you guys, but babying you is not going to help you get your results. Babying you is not going to get you where you want to be. You know what I mean? You can only hold a kid's hand for so long before they need to start walking. If you keep holding their hand, if you keep babying them, all you're doing is prolonging the process. I remember potty training. I potty trained all three of my kids. And I was, again, showed tough love. I showed them how to do it. I showed them what's required of them. And when they didn't do it, or they made it more difficult, there were consequences for it, where they would have to sit on a potty for an extended period of time, whatever. So my thing is, if you're coming to work out, give me 100%, because if not, there are going to be consequences. Either the consequences are you're going to pay double, or you're not going to come anymore. I don't want people coming to the complete fitness classes. If I'm getting paid by a gym or a facility and I'm getting paid to teach a class, you do what you want to do. But for those complete fitness, those who are certified complete fitness clients, you know what your expectations are. Your expectations are 100% or nothing at all. Point blank. I don't want anything less. Nothing less than 100%. If you can't give me 100%, there are a lot of other classes, a lot of other instructors who will accept your money for free, because that's basically what you're doing. You're throwing away money, and you're not going to get results because you're not giving 100%. What you put in is what you put out. If you put an apple seed in the ground and you nurture it and you let it grow, you're going to get an apple tree. If you put in some weeds and you nurture it with laziness and excuses, that's what you're going to get out. So what you put in is what you're going to get out. And I don't want anyone who don't want full-blown results. If that's not for you, then, again, like I say, find somewhere else where you can go and be lazy and do whatever you want to do, because I don't want it. Personally, I don't want it. I don't want you to bring down the morale of the others who do want it or are giving 100%, because that's what happens. If I allow you to be lazy, if I allow you to give me 30%, 50%, then it gets contagious. And then I have to uproot a whole bunch of weeds because of one person, So in order to prevent that, I'd rather just go ahead and not waste your money, not waste your time, and tell you to go somewhere else, or tell you to man up. Let's get it. Let's put in work and not be caught up into being lazy, So I hope this is a motivation to you. I hope this breaks down and help you understand what I'm talking about versus, not caring. A lot of people think I'm being hatred or mean or whatever. But again, there's a difference between being mean, being hatred, and being showing tough love. Because, some of y'all need it, Y'all been baby too long. It's time to grow up. It's time to accept it that, hey, I've been slacking for too long. And it's time to, do what I got to do. It goes for me too. I need somebody sometimes to tell me, shut up and start to live. Shut up and eat right. Shut up and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? So with that being said, make sure y'all share this. Somebody needs to see this, no matter if they with somebody, another trainer or what have you. Pass the message on. Grow up, suck it up, and tough love. All right, love you. God bless. Gotta get to work.